Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personality. And by bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions, by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such personage on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Amit Kaushik, a senior business leader with a career spanning nearly 2 decades. He has great expertise in program and project management. His experience encompasses both waterfall, PMP, and agile CSM methodologies, enabling him to lead successful projects globally across various domains, notably in banking and financial and logistics services, adhering to strict regulatory and business transformation frameworks. Currently, he is working at Indiabulls as consultant, a role whereby he is leading the best practices of project management in business process and IT, along with the future roadmap of digitalisation. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Mr. Kaushik. So to begin with, our viewers would like to know about your career journey so far.
Yeah, thank you, Sunny. Thank you very much for such a great introduction. Let me start with my career journey. So I did my BTech in 2004, and that's where my professional journey started. So nearly 5 to 6 years of my initial career, I worked with software giants like TCS, Avaya India Private Limited, and got an opportunity to work on site also with the telecom industry, where we deploy the 2G system. Here today we are talking about the 5G, but that time 2 decades before that is the 2D we have set up for the Iran cell. Now after that, time has come where I need to decide whether to go ahead into the technical career or change into the management. So I took a call to do my PMP certification and move into the project management field. So since then, nearly more than a decade now, I am into the project and program management, leading with British Telecom, Wipro, and now working in Indiabulls as a consultant, using my entire project management practice to make that organization into the projectized base and the business process as per the best practices, which I have acquired for the last 20 years.
Okay. Thank you for the excellent start to this interview, and it's an honor to interact with someone who exudes such a strong corporate personality. All right, so continuing our conversation, we would like to know, you lead project leaders and oversee a lot of responsibilities. So what keeps you motivated throughout all your day-to-day professional chores?
Yeah, definitely, Sunny. So in my role as a senior professional into the project management, there are several factors that keep me motivated in my day-to-day course and task. The few of them are, first is the sense of impact. Seeing the tangible impact of the project I lead and the improvement which I am bringing to the service delivery. Me motivation. Knowing that my effort is value adding to the organization and satisfaction of the client keeps me driven. The second one is the client satisfaction. Building a strong relationship with the client is very essential in the line of any business. So making a positive client feedback and know that we are meeting their expectation and satisfaction keeps me motivating to continue my service delivery with a high.
Okay, absolutely. So moving ahead, could you please let our viewers know, what do you regard as the most amazing feat you have accomplished in your professional life?
Okay, that's interesting one.
Yes, so, the most amazing one.
Yeah. One of the actually that was a tough one also because we have to put in so much effort. And so I can remember one of the amazing feat I accomplished. It was a successfully delivery of large scale transformation project for a multinational company, which include the consolidation and the modernization of the IT infrastructure, transitioning to the cloud methodology and agile. The project involved the effective stakeholder management. Throughout the project, I led a diverse team of experts because there are people who are senior than you also, and but ultimately your stakeholders. So you have to keep that in that mind. And we successfully delivered that project within the set timeline, enhancing the cost effectiveness and the operational efficiency and making the better collaboration among the teams. I remember in that project, the challenging thing was that it was a regulation project because we have to compliance with some regulation because it's into the finance industry. So that compliance is related to the RBI. RBI has to, so we have to deliver that project within a set timeline of 1 year. That is the most challenging thing. And thanks to all this people work with me that we have successfully delivered that within 9 to 10 months. Day in, day out, I still remember we start our day around 8:30 in the morning and we don't know when we will sleep. But again, the same motivation and entire team will get up and do the work. Amazing thing we have accomplished.
Okay. So here is my next for you. It is on ESG and corporate governance. And since we are talking about motivation, so what motivated or what kindled your interest in ESG or corporate governance?
Okay, that's a good one. So that's fine. Actually, there are a few factors which attracts my attention toward the ESG and corporate governance. The first one is the social responsibility. So many individuals are drawn to ESG and corporate governance due to a genuine concern for social and environmental. Okay. Second thing is the ethical value. I am personally motivated to work for a company who itself have thinking for to make changes on the life of the people through the right practices of the corporate governance and ESG. I am also a culprit of one of the scam. I put my money into the real estate actually, and that is the scam of one of the group. I don't want to take a name here. So that's keep me also attracted toward that corporate governance. If the right people have a right ethical value, they can save the people's money. They can save the planet also. So that's keep me attracted toward that ESG and the corporate governance. As an individual, if you are ethical, you can save a lot of them and the people's and the stakeholders trust. That's keep me interested further. Sorry.
Okay, amazing. So before we conclude our discussion on ESG and corporate governance, I would like to ask you, as someone upskilling himself in ESG and corporate governance expertise, what values do you bring to the table?
Oh, that's great. So, what I see personally, I feel as of now, the investor and the stakeholder, they are very demanding. So, they are demanding the transparency and they are demanding the accountability also. As an ESG upskilling toward ESG and corporate can bring the transparency. I can bring the openness by using my expertise of the 2 decades into the project management because personally feel the project management is all about the communication, right communication. So that skill I can use here to bring that open communication with the stakeholder and transparency so that they have more interest and trust toward the corporate.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question, and which is on technology since it has become an integral part of our lives. So I would like to ask you, What are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? That is part A. And B is what changes to expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, Web 3.0, big data, etc., etc.
Yeah. So IoT, AL, big data, metaverse, web, they are the hot topics today. And it is into our blood now, you can say. The digital transformation, if we talk about, so it's a widespread adoption of technology. Every business is trying to move from the old platform to the digitalization, cloud computing, online communication to streamline their processes and the customer experience. That's what I have seen the significant change, the digitalization. Second one is the automation. We talk about how automation has revolutionized various processes from manufacturing industry to customer service. AI-driven tools have bring remarkable changes in our day-to-day life also. And the most near to my heart is the data analytics. So I remember I want to give an example here of Uber. If you have done, that's a taxi services. It's a US based company. How beautifully they used the AI and the concept of demand and supply to fulfill the right need of the customers. What they did, they used the demand and supply concept. They developed the algorithm using AI to understand where is the driver is available and where is the demand is more for the customer, right? And in you can add example of if some celebrity is coming on that particular day, so the demand spread will be more. How beautifully they use that combination of economic and the technology to build the software to help people for their comfortable time. Amazing use of the big data and data. And if we talk about the future trends, what it can be used. So we have just Sunny scratched the surface of these technologies. There are so many things can be done. The first one immediately came into my mind is to because I am upskilling toward the ESG is also a hot topic nowadays. So emerging technology could play a significant role in environmental challenges. IoT, AI, big data could be used to monitor pollution, resource depletion, and climate, so that we can understand where we need to have our next step to avoid these challenges.
Rightly said, Mr. Amit Kaushik. Okay, so this brings us to the last question of the session, and here it is. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hewil Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
Yes. And Sunny, it's very important for such initiative to have a clear objective, well-defined structure, and active participation to the events and online platforms, which can facilitate effective communication and knowledge sharing. So here the efforts of Mr. Zishan and Mr. Havel and the entire WDC World Development Corporation team in spearheading this initiative demonstrate their commitment to creating a valuable and ecosystem for the future leader. Amazing, I say, initiative by the entire World Development Corporation. And thanks for that.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, Mr. Amit, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire the future leaders. So thank you so much for joining us today and wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.